Oh, man. I watched the first 30 seconds and I couldn't stop laughing, so I can't watch it. I was gonna watch the previous broadcast before I sent the follow-up. The follow-up is that I'm home safely. I don't know if it says I got 4 likes and no views. How does that make sense? I'm still a little bit drunk, but not that drunk. I was safe enough to drive home. If I wasn't, they would have pulled me over, believe me. I made a lot of noise in downtown. I was pissed off. I was fucking pissed off because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I was too drunk to drive home. And I blamed the city of Auburn. It was their fucking fault as far as I was concerned. I wandered around the city for a couple hours, and it takes a while. It's hard to spend 2 hours wandering around downtown Auburn. Oh, man, I've had a wonderful night. I did drink, but I was actually encouraged, but not by the city of Auburn. I think that's probably was one of I remember what happened. I didn't watch it, but I how can I have 4 likes and no viewers? I'll check and I'll make sure that it's public. I want it to be seen. But I was doing my live broadcast cussing and about being too drunk to drive home because I was encouraged. I was encouraged. I met an amazing, amazing lady. God, she was amazing. And she encouraged me to drink, so I drank. She could have encouraged me to lay down on the ground and kiss her feet, and I would have done it. She was an amazing person. But, so she encouraged me a little bit to drink. That's all I needed. So I drank. And then once I start drinking, I can't stop. I think she wanted to find out that. She wanted to know, could Mike stop once he decided to drink? Is it possible for Mike to stop? The answer is no, it is not possible. So if you encourage me to have a drink and I really like you, and if I'm amazed by you, if you're the most amazing person I've ever met, if you suggest I have a drink, that's an excuse as far as I'm concerned. I mean, sure I'll have a drink if you think it's a good idea. I don't even know the girl's name, but she knows who she is. So I had a drink. And then once I had one, I figured that was a placebo. They didn't give me no alcohol. I figured that there was no alcohol in that one. So I wanted another one. And she encouraged me. And then her brother encouraged me. So of course I had another one. And then they were both so amazing. I was having so much fun. I was having so much fun, and I don't regret a minute of it. But at some point, I needed a third drink by then. So I had well, oh man, this guy who seemed like some sort of amazing hip hop artist. I'm not making that up. I was at this, well, I won't even say where I was, I guess. They probably would prefer that I said where I was. I was at the Spunky Monkey, and I had the most amazing evening of my entire life. To me, it's still tonight. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't been to bed yet. So as far as I'm concerned, it's still tonight. I had a wonderful night tonight. But at some point, she wandered off at some point. She spent a lot of time with me, and I'm positive she was a very important person. And she spent a lot of time with me, building up my confidence and things like that. But I could tell she was an important person, and I'm grateful to her for the time that she spent with me, and I hope she spends more time with me. But what happened was she finally went off and probably went home to go to bed, and then her brother wandered off, he probably checked with me to make sure I was alright. I assured him I was alright, and he wandered off, but I was still a little bit drunk. I couldn't drive. I can't drink and drive. That's against the law. That's really bad judgment. I mean, my judgment's bad, especially when I drink, but it's not that bad to drink and drive. And I got a good alcohol buzz going, especially I didn't tell you that part. This guy who was clearly some sort of hip hop artist, and I'm not making that up. I'm not somebody who is easily fooled by people who wish they were this or they wish they were that. I like people like that. I'm one of those kinds of people. I wish I was this. I wish I was that. Some people can dress the role that they wish they had, and some people live the role that they wish they had. And this man was not somebody who was, I'm talking about the hip hop artist now. I met a bunch of amazing people. It was a wonderful night. I'm gonna try to repeat it tomorrow night, or I'm at least gonna go to the same damn bar. By the time I get to bed, I'll take my nighttime pill, even though it's the next day, and I'll probably sleep till 10 or 12 hours, and it'll be time to figure out what I'm wearing to go out again. I'll probably go to that same place because I know I'm safe there. I'm safe there. I was there all night long, and I was cussing out the cameras. I assume there's a bunch of cameras on me if I'm downtown, and of course there is. It's not a assumption. You're not delusional if you think there's a bunch of cameras on you, especially right downtown, in an area that they're trying to keep safe from people who they aren't sure who the hell I am. They need to figure out who the hell I am. And I was ranting and raving, cussing out people who could fucking take me out just because I was an irritation to them. So how stupid Mike is. Maybe I'm not stupid. Maybe I know when I'm safe and when I'm not safe. And I was safe in Auburn all night long, even though I got a little bit drunk, which I shouldn't have done. It's not that I ever got addicted to alcohol. It's not that I've ever done anything to get in trouble because of alcohol, because I haven't. I've never been in trouble because of alcohol. Ever. Ever. But I know it's a bad idea for me, so I don't drink. Mostly, I don't drink. And when I did drink a lot when I was younger, it always made me sick. Plus, I don't feel drunk when I drink. I don't feel drunk until I'm too drunk. In a 12-step program, they would say, okay, yeah, that's right. It worked until it didn't work. Whatever. What the fuck ever. Don't give me that 12-step shit. I was raised in that. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out there who are raised in Alcoholics Anonymous or another 12-step program, and I love those programs. I love those programs. They changed my life. I don't know about it being a cult or not. You could call any religion a cult, all right? Even a religion that hides the fact that they are a religion, which is what AA does. 12-step, you know, Bill W. and all that. They're all very religious. They were very religious. AA is a religious program, and it's the father of 12-step programs as we understand them. But it's not the right fit for everybody, okay? Because of the 12-step ideology, my father was much harsher on me as a young adult than he would have otherwise been because he believed all of the dogma in the big book. And even though he knew he could influence, they say you can't help somebody. You just have to let them fucking go to the bottom. Wait till they're in the goddamn gutter. Wait till they're looking up at the snake's belly. And then they gotta completely surrender and just capitulate and admit that they are powerless over a goddamn chemical that they can choose to ingest or not ingest. They have to admit they're powerless over that drug. And that helps some people, but their fucking success rate ain't that good. It ain't that fucking good. And they'll freely admit that. You'll sit in their goddamn meetings and they will tell you, you're one of the lucky ones because 1 out of 100 is all that succeeds. Well, if only 1 out of 100 succeeds, get the hell out of that treatment center because only 1 in 100 succeeds. Get the fuck out of that 12-step program because only 1 in 100 succeeds. And they brag about it. And they tell you you're special. I'm not even mad at 12-step programs. I'm still a little drunk. That's all. And I wanted people to understand that I'm just a little drunk. If you saw the previous clip, especially if you care about me. Yeah, I flipped out, man. I was doing a YouTube live, and all of a sudden the fucking alarms start going off. I'm walking, it's like deserted. It's totally deserted, but it's all lit up right downtown Auburn, right where I grew up, right next to where the Auburn Avenue Theater used to be, where they're building a new version of the Auburn Avenue Theater that was originally built in the 30s. Cool. They got Christmas lights up already. It's middle of summer. And they got Christmas lights up that they're not colored. They're all clear, but they're fucking Christmas lights. And I'm walking down, stumbling down the street, doing a YouTube live, and all of a sudden the alarms start going off in the apartment behind me. Yeah, I thought it was about me. I'm still not sure it wasn't about me. But either way, I don't want anybody to worry about me. I got a little drunk last night. All right? A wonderful lady encouraged me to drink, and I willingly did. And if she's there tomorrow night and I can afford to buy her a drink or her brother a drink, I will, because she amazed me and her brother amazed me. And that bar amazes me. And if I choose to drink, if they think it's legal to serve me, they will. I don't like the fucking placebos, but I understand maybe the need for them. And in the end, I just picked up a fucking drink from that hip hop artist and I took it and I fucking sang my song. And after I threw the song, I fucking gulped it all down. It was goddamn tequila. And then I got too drunk. That's how I got too drunk. Not because of what they served me, because of the shit that I just grabbed off the fucking bar. They didn't kick me out. They didn't even chastise me. They didn't even ask me to pay for what I stole. Huh. Yeah, that's what it's like to be Mikey. I'm living the dream, baby. Nobody, nobody should worry about me. I'm gonna get some sleep, and I'll do it tomorrow night without the alcohol. Nobody's gonna talk me into drinking tomorrow night. But I had fun. I had fun. I got drunk. I wandered the streets. I screamed and yelled. I burned off a lot of energy. That's what you're supposed to do when you get drunk, and that's what I did. And I did it in Auburn, where I was safe. Okay, that's it.